In this segment, I want to talk to you about Camera Kit. Now, Camera Kit is an excellent feature where you will be able to take your lenses from Lens Studio to directly your website. What is the significance of it, right? So let's say you are a small brand who makes 3D garments in Clo 3D, and then you are willing to take those garments into your website. So you are putting your 3D garment into the website, but in the website you also, when somebody goes through your garment, you also want to give your customer an experience of virtual try on of that garment. That means you want them to be able to virtually, using camera, be able to see it on themselves. How do we go about it, right? So that's when Camera Kit comes in, right? So right now, if you want somebody to experience your garment on them, you're going to have to take them from to Snapchat. Is it possible for you to ask your customer to try on the dress by downloading Snapchat? It's just one additional step into the process, and it will be better off if you can skip that step and directly give that experience seamlessly to your customer right on your website, right? Or your phone for that matter, right? So Camera Kit is that kit that enables you to bring your filter from Lens Studio to your website or to your mobile application. For that, we have like this 3-page document that I have shared with you in the notes, and you can actually refer to it one by one. And I'll also give you a run through of it one by one, and then we'll go to it. This is a 2-part series. So first part will be preparation of your of how to get started with making the Camera Kit coding happen, right? Before the coding happens in the first place, you're going to have to download a few applications and then save a few links and all of those things, which I'll tell you about. As soon as I explain to you everything, it'll all become very clear. So we'll start with the first page. Okay, the first page says that Camera Kit is something that brings your lens to your browser, right? It can be a mobile browser and a web browser. Now, there is a code documentation, right? So if I open the link, right, and then I go to this link, it is actually a page that gives you a complete overview of how to make the Camera Kit happen. Even if I'm not around, you can refer to this page step by step, and then you'll be able to work through the process. Okay, so it gives you an understanding of how to go about it, right? So first thing that we do here is this is just for your reference. Okay, now what is the first thing that we do is we download Visual Studio Code. Now this is an application that allows you to code, where you will be able to bring the Snapchat lens to your website. Okay, so let's go to this particular website and see. So when you click on this, it's called Visual Studio Code. You can download it for your Windows. As soon as you download it, it comes to your downloads, and then from there you can run it and install that application like you install anything else, right? Once that is done, okay, then you go to the second page. Now in the second page, you have this whole step, this whole paragraph which tells you how to go about it step by step, right? So let's zoom in and let's see how to go about it. The first step is download Visual Studio, right? I'll just change the color and then we'll keep coloring as we go about it. Transparent, right? So the first step is to download Visual Studio Code. We just did that, right? We downloaded Visual Studio Code. Okay, next is to install Visual Studio, which means we'll go to the downloads, and then we will find where Visual Studio we have downloaded, and then we'll run the application. Okay, that's that. So even that is taken care of. Alright, then next is to open filter on Lens Studio, publish the lens. Okay, so this is something that we do when which we have done in the previous sections. The link of that video also I will attach here. So when you go to Lens Studio, let's say you have this particular dress, right? Now what you have to do is you have to publish it. You have to go ahead and put it out, put the image, put all of this. We have explained this in previous videos, and then publish it. Once you're done publishing it, then you have to go to my lenses. What is my lenses? Okay, so my lenses is basically mylenses.snapchat.com. Okay, this is the website. The link of it is also attached in the notes below. Once you go to my lenses, you have to create a new folder and add lens to that folder. So you go to my lenses and you have to create a folder by clicking on this button. You create a folder and then you give any name to the folder that you want to give. I have already done that. I have named my folder as fashion, and then I have published all of these lenses here. Okay, so you have to publish your lens and it will come inside this folder. All right, that is what it is. So publish it, wait for 3 hours. That is done. Okay, this is how this until here. Then you have to copy lens ID and save it in notepad. Now what is a lens ID? Okay, you go to this particular, let's say I want this particular t-shirt. Okay, I click on it. There is something called as lens ID here. Do not copy it like this. Okay, you actually copy it by clicking on this particular button. When you copy it, you do this and then you make a new note. Write lens ID and paste it. Okay, this is that. Make sure you do not have any additional symbols or thingies. Okay, so that is lens ID. Next is in the steps is we have done this lens ID. Now next in the steps is go to lens scheduler. Lens scheduler, the link of it is attached. Okay, we go to lens scheduler, get it open. After going to lens scheduler, create a new group and add lens to the group. Okay, so we went to the lens scheduler, which is there inside in here only, camera kit. We will make a new lens group by clicking here. I have made a new lens group. Okay, and once you go to this lens group, you do add lens. Once you add lens, the lens will be here. Let's say trippy t-shirt, mine is selected. Let's say gold shoe is not selected for me, so I selected and then I add lens selected. Okay, once I do that, you go to lens scheduler, create new group, add new lens to the group and save it. Yeah, so I have added new lens to the group and then I save changes. Alright, next copy group ID and save it in notepad. Just like how we copied lens ID, we copy group ID and save it on notepad. What is a group ID? Okay, so this is basically a lens group ID inside lens scheduler. Go to the folder and then do lens group ID, copy it from here, put it in notepad. Alright, that's that. And then the next step is to go to apps, click on existing app, copy staging API token and save it in notepad. Okay, so first we'll go to apps. The link of it is also attached here, but it will just only open to this folder. Okay, now I click on this, I click on Miss Sonia Jha, and then I do this. I go and copy staging API token. Again, do not copy it like this because it is half. You have to copy from here and then you have to go to the notepad and then save it. API token and then save it. So this is the API token basically. I'll just bold these things so that you won't be confused. See, the group ID has come below. Yeah, this one. Alright, so now we have a group ID and all of these things are there. We will see where we are at in our process. Staging API token and save it in notepad. Yeah, now you go to node.js and download an MSI file. So let's go to node.js. Yeah, you have node.js, click on it, and then you have to download the MSI file. Where is it? Download Windows installer MSI file. Alright, or if you are on Mac, then you can do your thing with the Mac. So I install it. I have already done this. So I install it. It comes to my downloads, and then I download the MSI file and I then run the file and install it. So when you double click on it and install it, it will ask if you want it to make changes to your system, and you click on yes, right? And then that part is also done with. Once that is done, open PowerShell with administrator rights. Okay, so what is PowerShell and where to find it? Click on the Windows. Okay, you can also search PowerShell here. Yeah, and you have to run as administrator. Don't open it directly. Run as administrator. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? I'm seeing this, you're not seeing this, but it is a window that comes here, which is not which generally does not reflect on these video calls. So do you want this app to allow to make changes to your device? You click on yes, and then this opens up, right? What happens next? You have to type command Set-ExecutionPolicy, this one till here. Okay, Control C, and then go to this, and then you Control V the command, and then enter. You see it is asking you for yes, yes to all, no, no to all, suspend, whatever, right? So what you have to do is you have to click A, press A and enter. So you have to press A and enter. Alright, so that's happened. When finished, this is done with. Alright, and then you have to press A and enter, you're done with, and the next step is to open Visual Studio Code. So you do that, and after that, from then onwards, you can refer to video number 2, part 2 of the camera kit. Up until here, it will be it is called the preparation for camera kit. Then after that, there is this particular link on which if I click, it will take you to this particular page, and and in the next video, part 2, we will start on from how to go about this.